I'm doing this video because I'm pissed the fuck off. I gotta work hard. I gotta go to school with everybody else. I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. I had to go to school with you. I had to graduate. If I wanted to go any further than I am, I should have gone to college. I attempted to go to college. I didn't like it. They wanted me to take so many classes other than what I needed to take, what I wanted to take. It was ridiculous. I had opportunities presented to me less than black people had presented to them. I don't see an Asian college fund like I do a black college fund. I don't see a white college fund like I do a black college fund. The way I see it, you're crybabies. You know what? Slavery went out a long time ago, and most of the people that were involved in slavery are dead. And if they're not dead, they're going to be dead soon. And you want to take that shit and put it on white people. I got to hand it to you. A lot of these white people that are here, their ancestors weren't here when slavery was here. My ancestors were American Indian, which was my grandmother, which was 100% Cherokee Indian. And then my grandfather was German. Now, my other grandfather was English. Okay? And they came here. My grandmother was English. My other grandmother was English. Okay, so I got a Cherokee Indian grandmother with a German grandfather, and then I have an English grandfather with an English grandmother, who all came here when they were babies. Okay, and then you want to talk about slavery? You know what? That's done and buried. I had nothing to do with it when I was born. I was born in 1970. Here I sit. I'm 45 years old now. I had nothing to do with slavery, and I got black people crying white people or think they're greater than them and they're suppressing them. I'm not suppressing anybody. You know what? At my job, I encourage anybody, black, white, Hispanic, and Asian, and I work with all of them. I encourage them to work with me because that means I get to move up on the seniority chain. That's not because I'm white. That's just because seniority works. The more people that get hired under me, that means the more I move up. Regardless of their color, when they get hired, I move up. And then if they're black, Hispanic, or Asian, and somebody gets hired under them, they move up. And they should be happy whether the person underneath of them is white, Hispanic, or Asian, because they get to move up. And I got white, Hispanic, and Asians that are above me in seniority that I can't do anything about. And it's just the fact of life. When they quit, retire, or die, then I get to move up. That's just a fact of life. That's just how it works. If if you're black this day and age, you got Black History Month, you got Black College Fund, you got Black Education. You don't have a white education fund because they'll acquire your prejudice and they'll take it away from you. They don't have white this or white that like they have black this and black that. And it really pisses me off that people of the black descent have all these opportunities presented before them and they don't grab it. They'd rather sit on their ass at home, quit school, and cry the white man's holding them down. You know what? The elite, most of them are white. Some of them are black. They're holding you down, not me. I'm barely making it and I gotta bust my ass. I work from 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I gotta leave my house at 3 to get to work by 4. And I work till 6 o'clock in the morning and I don't get home till 7. When I'm lucky, I get home at 6 because I get done at 5. But I gotta bust my ass for this killer paycheck. If I can't bust my ass and I do my 8 hours a day, I can't make what I'm making right now. So I gotta bust my ass every single day to pay my bills and be comfortable, to be happy. And it pisses me off to hear a black man down the street bitching that the white man's holding him down when he has the same opportunities as me to go get his CDL, to work for my company, and make that banging paycheck at $24 an hour, time and a half after 8 every day. He can make the same thing, but he chooses not to go to school. And when he don't go to school, he blames the white man because he can't get the loan to go to school. This is bullshit, considering that they have so many funds for black people to go to school and get re-educated in any program that they want to get educated in. Truck driving, mechanics. How many black people are on Wall Street? You got a black woman that is the first lady and her husband is the president and he's black. You got a woman that is a prosecutor in Baltimore bitching that the white man held her down when she is a fucking prosecutor. What the fuck are you talking about? They're feeding racism. They have made it. They're where they're at because they took the opportunities that were presented to them. They grabbed them, took them by the balls, and ran with it and got where they're at. And they're making a good living. But what happens is the elite get a hold of this, and they want them to work for them. And they promise them. They did this to Gina's daughter. They sent her a letter. They promised them the world if they join them. Well, these people joined them. So now they got to do their bidding. And they preach racism to get you people going. You want to blame race for you not making it? You want to blame race because you refuse to go to school, you quit school, you don't want to go to college, you don't want to get a GED? That's your fault, not mine. It has nothing to do with me. A lot of my friends are black in real life, and a lot of my friends are black online. I cherish everybody's opinion, even theirs. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, or Spanish, but I want to see your point of view, so I can get a grip on what I'm going to preach when I make a video. And it really pisses me off that I gotta bust my ass every day. Look, this window in back of me I took out. I haven't even finished my kitchen yet. I gotta work more overtime. I gotta continue to work to get this done. I gotta bust my ass. And when you're not willing to bust your ass to make it in this world, why are you going to blame the white man when you do it yourself? This is all a game. I want to be free. I think it's bullshit that we're born into bondage and we have to work and we have to pay our taxes. And then when we retire, we die 2 years after we retire. Some people even die a year after they retire. I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that we're born into bondage. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. I think it's bullshit. That's not how this world was supposed to be. But if you're going to participate in it, don't blame the white man for holding you down. I'm not going to blame the black man for holding me down. But I'll tell you what, soon there's going to be a possibility of me blaming the white man the black man for holding me down. I'm blaming the white elite for holding me back. I'm going to start blaming the black man for holding me back because he's crying and bitching so much. And there's so many white pussies out there that won't stand up for themselves. And I consider myself one of the ones that will stand up for myself and make videos and speak out. But they won't because they're too pussy. That's just what it is. They're too pussy. I'm not going to speak out against black people because then I'll be considered racist. You can call me racist or whatever you fucking want. I'm being real. And you're a fucking jerk off. If you can't make it in this world because you're lazy and all you want to do is blame the white man for your problems, you got a serious problem. And I'll tell you what, I'm seeing videos about black people out there, oh, it's going to be a race war. Bring it. Bring it. I got my fucking guns. And if you come knocking on my door or think you're going to shoot me the fuck up, guess who's going to be in the grave first? It ain't going to be me. I'm ready for this shit. You motherfuckers are talking too much shit for me to ignore it. You come knocking on my door when shit goes down, I'm not going to ask questions. I'm not going to see what you're up to. I'm going to fucking kill you. I got knives, guns. I'm ready to take you down. So is my son and everybody else in my community. If you want to make this about race, we will fight you. Or we can do this peacefully. You recognize what you're doing. The people of color, of black, that recognize what's going on should help out and prevent this from happening. And if you can't, you're ignorant. You're ignorant. If you're going to sit down, absorb your money, pay your bills, and participate in the system, and just ignore the ignorance that's out there, blame the white man for their problems, when you too are in the same shoes that I am, you got a fucking problem. This is because you are lazy, you're a piece of shit, you're riding the system, you're having babies, collecting welfare, you have your man who out there sleeping with white women that are needy for affection and are willing to give you money when you say you need it so you can go give it to your other woman. Listen, we're not stupid. We're up to par on this shit. If these white girls want to be that stupid, they want to give you money, that's fine. But I'll tell you what, you want to play the game? Don't blame the white man for your problems. You are the only one to blame for your fucking problems. You know why? Because you're fucking lazy. You're fucking lazy. You got more opportunities than me, and you're not willing to grab it by the balls. Because you're ignorant. What's the word for ignorant? Ask yourself. Is this not the same word that you call yourselves but refuse to let the white man call you? This is what you call yourselves, right? Huh? The ignorance and calling yourselves the same word that we use to describe you. You pieces of shit. You dumb motherfuckers.